This video is a brief introduction of chemistry for engineers. Good day, future engineers. This is the first level of physical and chemical sciences for engineers. Chem E, chemistry for engineers, which is delivered virtually. The class code Chem stands for chemistry. The letter E is for engineers. Primarily, this course is designed for energy and battery design calculations, material science introduction, environmental chemistry, and industrial workplace chemical safety. Course format. This course will be delivered purely in an online distance learning ODL approach in which all intended learning outcomes, teaching learning activities, and assessments will be made available for you in the module section of this course. There will be synchronous activities in which students and instructors collaborate together to achieve learning outcomes and student self-paced activities in which the students have the opportunity to design their own learning experience not only at their own pace but according to their own interests and learning preferences. Details of this course can be found in the course syllabus. Now let's proceed with the course overview. This course provides students with course concepts of chemistry that are important in the practice of engineering profession. The students must learn the basic concepts of material chemistry to engineering design of structures. To have at least basic background or general knowledge on the following areas: energy, fuels, engineered nanomaterials, nuclear chemistry and energy or nuclear energy, the chemistry of soil, atmosphere, water, and chemical safety in the industry. Now let's explore our dashboard. The University of the Cordilleras uses Canvas as Learning Management System or LMS. As you can see on our homepage, if we're going to click in instructor's profile, okay, this will lead us to this page. By the way, I am your instructor for chemistry for engineers. I am Engineer Josephat G. Masawe. My nickname is Joe. I am a licensed chemical engineer, currently a faculty of the College of Engineering and Architecture. Currently, I'm studying my Master of Engineering in Chemical Engineering at St. Louis University, and I obtained my bachelor's degree in Chemical Engineering at the same university. Now, here are my interests. The first one is obviously chemical process engineering with the industries of semiconductors and petroleum petrochemical. My other areas of interest are arts and graphics design, web design, programming, painting, stock market, franchising, and cryptocurrency. Now let's go back to our front page or home page. Let's click or explore our course syllabus. On our course syllabus page, you can see the following as the credits, prerequisite, class hours, instructor, SEA, telephone number, and email. Credits. The course has a 1-unit lab and the course itself is a 3-unit lecture course. It has no prerequisite. Our class hours is online delivery or online distance learning. So this is a self-paced course and my email is jgmasaway at uc-bcf.edu.ph. Now let's go to our course description. This course again provides students with core concepts of chemistry that are important in the practice of engineering profession. Now let's go to our topics. For the midterms, we're going to have 3 major modules, namely as energy, engineering materials chemistry, and the chemistry of the environments or environmental science. For our first module, we're going to discuss electrochemical energy and electrochemical cells, nuclear chemistry and nuclear energy, and fuels. Now, if I'm going to assess you, we're going to have an online calculation activity or online calculation quiz. Now, let's proceed with our second module. Our second module is all about material science. We're going to discuss crystal structures, metals, polymers, and engineered nanomaterials. I'm going to assess you through calculation or solving problems relating to crystal, metals, polymers, and engineered nanomaterials. And lastly, for the midterms, we're going to encounter and discuss environmental science, okay? The basic chemistry for atmosphere, water, soil, pollutants, and mitigation of pollutants against atmosphere, water, and soil. Now, I'm going to assist you through an activity regarding to chemistry for the environments. And lastly, if we're going to proceed with our final term, we're just going to have two modules. The first one is chemical safety, and the second one is special topics specific to field of expertise. For the chemical safety, I'm going to discuss more on the general industrial safety for occupational safety and health administration. And for the last module, our subtopics will be on the following areas. For civil engineering students, you're going to learn the chemistry of cement manufacturing. For environmental and sanitary engineering students, you're going to learn the chemistry on basic waste water treatment. And for computer programming engineering and electronics communication engineering, you're going to learn more on the chemistry of semiconductors. Now, our assessment for the finals is more on online objective activity, research works, and our grades will be coming from online exams. For the midterm, the coverage of your online midterm exams will be more on the calculation parts of modules 1, 2, and 3. And for the finals, our coverage will be on the calculation parts of the midterm modules of energy, engineering materials and chemistry, and the chemistry of the environments, and the objective parts of the third, fourth, and fifth modules. Now, let's proceed with our grading system. Now, the University of the Cordilleras College of Engineering and Architecture uses a software to calculate your grades. The midterm raw score will be computed half of the midterm CS and half of the midterm exam, or 50% of the total midterm CS and 50% of the online midterm exam. For the final raw score, 50% of which will be coming from your final CS and 50% will be on the online final exam. So how are we going to calculate your final score? Whatever calculations we get on the 50% of midterm raw score and 50% of the final raw score will be transmuted to an equivalent grade. Take note of this. A student must have a 60% passing CS mark and 60% passing exam mark for midterm and final scores to be transmuted to a grade of 75. Okay. Now let's go back to our homepage. Our homepage will lead us to this following features. We have go to the learning modules. On this part, you're going to see the different modules and exercises for this course. Now that ends my presentation for the introduction of chemistry for engineers. And once again, I am Engineer Joe Masaway.